Very good morning, students. In today's lecture, we are going to study the statement and the proof of perpendicular axis theorem. In the last lecture, we have seen the moment of inertia. With respect to moment of inertia, we derive the formula or expression for rotational kinetic energy, as well as we derive the moment of inertia of disk as well as ring about its axis of rotation, which is passing through its center. Students, in today's lecture, we are going to study the perpendicular axis theorem. Students, before explaining the statement, let us consider the diagram, and let me explain the diagram first, and according to the diagram, then I will state what perpendicular axis theorem. So all of you concentrate over here. Students, consider a rigid body. We can see here, this is a rigid body, which is what plane lamina, is a plane surface. In plane surface, we are going to consider two axes of rotation such a way that they are mutually perpendicular and they lie in the same lamina, same plane. You can see here x-axis and y-axis both are in the same lamina, same plane of a rigid body. There is one more axis of rotation which is perpendicular to plane lamina as well as perpendicular to the what? Two mutually perpendicular axes which are in the same lamina. Means this Z is perpendicular to this plane lamina as well as x-axis and what? Y-axis. Remember this. The students, if body consists of three rotational axes, two are in the same lamina and one is what? Perpendicular to lamina, then moment of inertia of the body about an axis which is perpendicular to the plane lamina is always sum of its moment of inertia about two mutually perpendicular axes in its plane. So what is students, which two perpendicular axes in the plane, students? Here x-axis and y-axis. The moment of inertia about x-axis plus moment of inertia about y-axis will give us what? Moment of inertia of the same body, same lamina about z-axis which is perpendicular to its plane. Students, hope so you understood the statement. Now let us prove the statement. Once we prove, then statement will be what? Confidently you can state. Students, this particular body is what? Irregular in shape. That's why to find moment of inertia about of body about x-axis, about y-axis and about z-axis, we are going to find the moment of inertia of the small particle which are on this plane lamina. So students, I am going to consider here small particle at point P whose mass is what? dm. Students, we observe that the distance from the y-axis of this particular point is what? Small x. You can see here. Distance of this particular particle whose mass is dm from y-axis is what? X. Similarly, we observe that distance of this particular mass or small particle from x-axis is what? Y unit. Since this point is on the plane lamina, so we consider what? One more distance from what? Z-axis. Let us consider here distance from Z-axis what? Chotu r, small r. We observe that this is y, then this also be y, because quadrilateral O M P N is a rectangle. Students, this is y, this is also y. Then we can observe here this particular angle is 90 degree. We observe that in triangle O and P, OP is a hypotenuse. So according to hypotenuse or Pythagoras theorem, r square equals to what, students? X square plus y square. Keep aside this particular concept. Okay, students, now what I am going to do, I'm going to find the moment of inertia of this particular particle about first x-axis. Let us find the moment of inertia of this particular point P about x-axis. So students, moment of inertia, since this particle is very small, having mass m, dm, so I'm going to consider moment of inertia d. D means was very small moment of inertia of that particle about x-axis. What is the formula for moment of inertia? Is a mass. What is the mass here, students? dm. And what is the distance of this point P from x-axis? Is what? Y. To y square. So dix equals to what? dm y square. Students, I want to find the moment of inertia of the body about x-axis. So what I will do for that? I will take the integration. Integration of what? dm y square. So students, ix, the value of moment of inertia of the plane lamina about x-axis is given by integration of dm y square. Similarly, we can find moment of inertia of the body about y-axis is given by integration of dm x square. Students, remember this particular two formulas. We derive the moment of inertia of the body now, of the plane lamina now, about x-axis and about y-axis. Students, now the last axis left, that is what? About z-axis. So students, what is the distance of this point from the z? Is what? r. So what is the moment of inertia? Small moment of inertia, let me find out. What is small moment of inertia? That is a mass into what? Distance square. What is distance here? r. The square of the distance. I want to find the moment of inertia of the whole body about z-axis. For that I will integrate dm r square. But in place of r square, I am going to substitute x square plus y square. Hope so you understood this particular part. Okay, you can see here I found the moment of inertia of that particle about z-axis first, that is mass into distance square. Then I found the moment of inertia of the whole lamina about z-axis. For that I will take the integration. Now you observe that I will shift integration inside. If I shift integration sign inside, so integration of dm x square plus integration of what? dm y square. The students, we observe that this particular, in place of this particular part, I'm going to substitute ix and iy. So in place of ix and iy, you can see I have written here the whole derivation, how to write. So in place of integration of x square dm, I'm going to write iy, and integration of y square dm is what? So hence we prove perpendicular axis theorem. Hope so you understood the perpendicular axis theorem. In the next lecture, we will derive the expression and statement for the parallel axis theorem. Thank you very much.